The ongoing conflict in Gaza takes a grim turn as Hamas, despite returning 2 more Israeli hostages, admits to struggling with the recovery of the remaining deceased. This admission comes amid a fragile ceasefire, leaving many hostages' families in anguish. Hamas, the Palestinian militant group, has released a statement revealing their efforts to retrieve the bodies of Israeli hostages from the rubble of Gaza. While they've successfully returned 2 more hostages, they claim that specialized equipment and significant time are needed to locate and recover the rest. This statement comes just hours after the U.S.-brokered ceasefire agreement, which mandates the return of all 28 dead hostages as the first phase of the Gaza peace plan. But here's where it gets controversial. Hamas asserts that they've returned all hostages within their reach, yet Israel remains skeptical. Israeli Prime Minister's office, through a statement, confirmed the receipt of coffins containing bodies, but stressed the need for official identification. The Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, urged the public to wait for this process, which will first involve informing the families of the deceased. U.S. President Donald Trump has warned that Israel could resume military action if Hamas fails to adhere to the agreement. However, senior U.S. advisors believe Hamas is acting in good faith, citing the return of live hostages and their cooperation in finding the remains. They argue that Hamas is working with intermediaries to locate and return all hostages, including the 19 still unaccounted for in Gaza. And this is the part most people miss. The ceasefire agreement seems to acknowledge the difficulty Hamas and other Palestinian factions may have faced in finding all the hostage remains before the initial deadline. This suggests a potential understanding of the challenges on the ground. Meanwhile, Israel has returned the bodies of 90 Palestinians, including 45 since the agreement, as part of the exchange. However, the situation in Gaza remains tense. Residents fear the ceasefire's fragility and are stockpiling food, leading to shortages and price hikes. The uncertainty leaves families on both sides in a state of distress, awaiting the fate of their loved ones. The U.S. advisors also revealed plans to create safe zones for those feeling threatened by Hamas, indicating a potential shift in the region's dynamics. As the world watches, the question remains, will the ceasefire hold? And can Hamas and Israel find a path to lasting peace? What are your thoughts on this complex situation? Do you think Hamas is doing enough to uphold the agreement? Share your opinions below, but remember to keep the discussion respectful and constructive.